So today we're back to do another vinyl collections video. Cue the intro. So yes, hello and welcome back guys. Now today we're going to be going over my vinyl collection of the one, the only, Mr. Robert Plant. Now in this video, unlike the last one I done with Billy Joel where I actually had everything, there are records I am missing here. So I'll tell you what I've got now basically. I've got everything from and including Manic Nirvana and before, and everything from and including Raising Sand and afterwards. So I'm basically missing the middle part of Robert Plant's career. So I don't really think I'm ever going to get them unless they bring out reissues. The only way I'm going to get them is on CD. And I do have one of them albums which I'm missing on CD, which is No Quarter. But I've heard this and I really don't think I'm missing too much here because this wasn't one of my favourite albums. But it's not bad, and of course if a vinyl does come out of this, I'll be sure to get it. A reissue obviously. But so yeah, I've got basically his first four solo albums from the 80s, and then Manic Nirvana being from 90. And then I've got everything from Raising Sand 2007 up to his current one, the Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar. I think that's it. So anyway, also before we get started, I'm going to say no Zeppelin. Not going to include Zeppelin here. There'll be a separate video for Zeppelin when I actually think I'm as good as complete can be on them. And I'm not the biggest Robert Plant expert. I'm sure there's people in the VC who can do a much better job than me. And actually one of my good friends in the vinyl community here, James, Vinyl Collector James, I'm going to leave a link in the description to his video where he done his entire Led Zeppelin collection / Robert Plant. And I'm pretty sure he didn't have all the vinyls like me, but I think he had a couple. I think he did have No Quarter. So yeah, but I think he was still missing a few as well. So but anyway, you know, if he knows more about Robert Plant than me, so be sure to check out his video as well. But anyway, we'll just dig in here, I guess, then. We'll get started. So then the first album up, of course, coming out in 1980, I believe, or was it 82, sorry. And this is Pictures at 11. So really good album, actually. This one's pretty common. I'd say his first two albums are pretty common, because they were quite successful. However, I had a hard time finding this one in the shop, so I actually bought this online. And my copy is in brilliant condition. The cover, the record itself. However, there's just one thing wrong with my copy. There's a nasty tear right here. But other than that, this is in beautiful shape. And this record doesn't have too many tracks on. Only has about 8 tracks, I think. But, oh, you know, there's some fantastic songs on here. So I'll just hold this up so you guys can have a read at the track listing on here. But no, this is a really fantastic album, so very good debut, definitely. And it kind of showed that, yeah, Robert can rock without Jimmy Page and John Bonham and John Paul Jones. Inner sleeve, pretty simple on the inner sleeve. And the record label, of course, is still on their Zeppelin one. There we go, I'll just hold that up there for you guys. As you can see, it's in really nice shape. My record, really nice condition, and it plays fantastic. But this is a solid album, and for people who want to get to know Robert Plant, definitely this is a very good place to start, I'd say, being his first album, being one of his most traditional albums to his sound. It's very traditional to his sound, the Led Zeppelin sound. So really good album there. Let's see if it will go back in the sleeve. So the next one up is one which I bought, the first Robert Plant record I ever bought. Bought it about a good 2 years back now, maybe. And I bought it in a record store, and really I can do with an upgrade on this one. This one isn't very good condition. But it's still nice to have because it plays and it sounds pretty good actually. It's just the cover, just showing a bit of wear. But you know, I'm happy with it. If I can find a cheap upgrade, I will. But it's the Principle of Moments, and this is his most common album, I'd say. Most successful, really enjoyable album, I must say, though. Probably from his first 4 albums, I'd say. First 4 albums. Everything up to Now and Zen. That kind of 80s Robert Plant. This is my favourite, I'd say, and that'd be no surprise because this was the most successful. So there's the track listing. So yeah, there's some big songs on here actually. Let's have a look at the inner sleeve. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember which ones of these have inner sleeves and which ones don't. Oh, this one does. That's okay. So pretty simple inner sleeve again. And then we got a picture of the band here. So who have we got? Anyone I know on here? Oh, we got Phil Collins on there. Didn't realise Phil Collins was on this album, but so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm always up for a bit of Phil. Let's have a look at a record. See, this is actually pretty good condition. You can tell I haven't pulled this out in a while because I can't remember. So this is when Robert Course moved record labels. But yeah, that's pretty good condition actually. I knew it was in decent condition, but compared to the cover, you know, the sleeve condition, the record is brilliant. But yeah, so I could do with an upgrade on that one really, cover wise. You know, it's just showing a little bit of wear around the top. Horrible sticker mark there. So could do with an upgrade. Can't speak. I could do with an upgrade on this definitely, but you know, it's still very pleased to have it because it plays fine, and really it's not that bad of condition. I'm just being a bit silly there, I think. Okay, so then before we go any further, I'm gonna have to have a quick drink. What am I drinking today? This is Tropicana 50% less smooth orange I'm drinking today. This isn't the normal orange I have. I normally have it is packaged in a different bottle. It is Tropicana, but it's not 50% less, the one that I normally have. But bloodytescos.com, I had to substitute it because they couldn't find it. But anyway, orange is orange. Who gives a shit, really? But anyway, next one up. All of these Robert Plant albums, I actually had to order from online, apart from Principal Moments, which will probably surprise people, because, you know, the first album, and Shaken and Stirred, and Now and Zen are all pretty common to find when you're out and about, but I've just never found them. I always have trouble finding them. So I had to break down and order a lot of these online over time. So anyway, this one here also came from online. Shaken and Stirred. Now, the simplest way for me to describe this album cover is it's bloody horrible, because it does not resemble Robert Plant at all. And you look on the back, and the photo they've used of him really isn't that great either. It's out of focus, it's pretty small, but whatever. So there's the track listing on side 1, if you can read it, because the font is so ridiculous. And there's side 2. Okay. Have a look, see if I got an inner sleeve with this one. Yes, I did. This one is actually on all my records from Robert Plant from here on are in great condition. Just them first two are, you know, the first one's got that ripping, and the second one has a bit of a worn cover. But these ones, everything from here on is in really good condition actually. So where does the record open up from? Oops, oh, it opens from the side. So nice inner sleeve. Record comes out the side. Again, beautiful condition on the record here. And I've got to be honest, this is not my favourite Robert Plant album. So there's one Robert Plant album here I haven't heard, and that's Shaken and Stirred. Not Shaken and Stirred, sorry. Now and Zen, because I got Now and Zen today, which is why I'm filming this video. So out of the albums I have heard from his early career, so everything up to 1990s Manic Nirvana, this is my least favourite of the 4 albums I have heard, I'll say. But it's still definitely worth picking up. It's a decent album still. So let's put that one away. And this one came out in 1985, I believe. Yep, 85. So, you know, he done one in 82. When did Principal Moments come out? Was that 84 or 83? This was 83, so he's done one 82, 83 and 85, so he was pretty productive moving away from Zeppelin, which is pretty cool, because I don't think many people expected that too much from him at the time, probably, because really all he done is he's got up on stage with the mic and just shouted down the mic. So, you know, it's pretty cool that he was pretty productive, got out there in the public eye and showed people, you know, I can make it as a solo artist as well, because he's fantastic. Which I think you see a lot more in his later career, but we'll get there, so here it is, just got this today, Now and Zen, so I really can't comment too much on this one, but I got a nice copy. Mine's in really good condition, I must say. So I like the album cover on this one, much better than Shaken and Stirred for sure. However, the back cover kind of goes a bit weird with like the flag kind of cutting across there, but well, not too bad. Here's the is that the track listing? Yep. And then we'll move to the other side. Oh, have I gone too far? No, there we are. It's really cool there. Let's open it up. And really nice kind of glossy look to it here, which is really nice. And then, yep, got an inner sleeve in this one as well. And again, really, really good condition. So done pretty well on that one, must say. This one only cost £1. It's just the postage that gets you, because you find all these albums. Like I'd done the same with Shaken and Stirred, I remember. You know, you find it cheap on Discogs or something. You think £1. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. It gets me closer to being complete on the artist. And then when you get the invoice through, the postage ends up being like £5 or something. It's like, well, now I overpaid. But anyway, you know, I got that for a couple quid. Plus, I think it was about £3.50 postage maybe on that one. So, a little bit much, but, well, you know, it's got me complete. So now here we have the last of his early career. And my favourite of his albums. I haven't heard Now and Zen, so maybe that one might be better. But this one was so good. And, you know, I just love it. Manic Nirvana. Just love this album cover as well. This is one of the best album covers I've ever seen. And actually, if I could get another copy of this, I'd probably put it in one of my frames that I've got there. But, out of his early stuff, this is the one which is a teeny bit difficult to find. I did end up paying about £10 for this, which isn't a bad price. Because this normally does go for about 15 to 20. So this one's a teeny weeny bit rare, but so worth it, so worth it. This has the song on which I was playing at the start of my video. I forget what it's called though. It'll probably tell me on the inner sleeve. So the seller who had this as well took really good care of it, because he's put the original sleeve in, and then put it in a lined bag here. But Hurting Kind, absolutely adore that song. So I'm going to hold the record up because you can't really read the track listing very well on the back of the album cover. But yeah, because on the back of the album cover the track listing kind of goes around in a circle like that. So back cover not very good, but oh, you know, this is an amazing record, and that opening track, Hurting Kind, is amazing. And when he sung it at Nebworth, wow, that was amazing. And actually, that's the reason I got this album, because this was one of the first Robert Plant albums I got, just because I loved him singing Hurting Kind at Nebworth. I was like, I want to get the studio version of that. So then I ended up hunting this record down. So, yeah, definitely my favourite of his early career. Fantastic album if you haven't heard it. And, yeah, you know, Robert Plant, he's just amazing. Really is. And this album here really shows it. And it really kicks back to the Led Zeppelin feel. So definitely get that one. Okay, so now we take a break. I've got nothing from the middle career apart from that CD, which is decent, I'd say. But I'm not going to talk about it because it's not a vinyl. So now I move on to his huge, massive selling album, which he done with an American country singer called Alison Krauss. And oh my god, you know, this album got Album of the Year. It received multiple awards, and it is simply brilliant. And it's, of course, Raising Sand. Now, this is a masterpiece album. This is easily my favourite Robert Plant album overall. If you count it, because it is half Alison Krauss, really, but they sing together, so I count it as like a Robert Plant album. But, oh, this is a masterpiece. You know, you've got Killing the Blues, Gone, 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 Through the Morning, Through the Night, Please Read the Letter, Nothing. You know, this is just amazing, this record. So, if you haven't got this or haven't heard it, it's a must. This is one of the best records I've ever heard. That's how much I love it. There's the gatefold. And pictures of them working together up here. And yeah, I loved it so much. I got the CD as well for my phone. So that shows how highly I think of this record. And it really is just a masterpiece. And if you're into Led Zeppelin, or you're into kind of the genre of classic rock, this is country, yeah, but you're going to love it still, because it's Robert Plant, and it is just amazing. So, double vinyl, of course, 180 gram, and it's so cheap on Amazon. It's like £15 or something. So, all I'm going to say to you guys is if you're going to take anything away from this video, go get this. Just go buy it. There is no debate. It is an amazing album, and it's one which every record collector should own in their collection, in my opinion, because it is that good of a record. Okay, so the next one up is going to be, of course, Band of Joy, his follow-up to that album. And of course, I love Band of Joy so much, I managed to get the Blu-ray live performance as well, which is fantastic as well. So, again, if you want to get a Blu-ray of Robert, or a DVD of Robert Plant, get that. Band of Joy, amazing. He does some Zeppelin songs on there as well. But, yeah, you know, this album here just kicks ass. It really does. It's an amazing record. And with Robert Plant's last two albums, this one and the next one, you'll notice there's 3 sides. So what's on side 4? Should we have a peek? So I'll pull out the second inner sleeve. They both do have inner sleeves, which is really nice. Really nice picture of Robert Plant there. Let's have a look. So then, it's what the record label looks like. And the other side, there's a really nice etch in there. Which looks really cool. And it actually has something written around the outside, but I'm not sure what it says. But it really does look beautiful. Absolutely amazing. So, really cool. You know, with these last 3 Robert Plant albums, Raising Sand, Band of Joy, and The Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar, you really do get your money's worth, because they're fantastic albums, and they're so well done. They're all gatefold, heavy vinyl, double vinyl, but each have inner sleeves. With The Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar, you get a CD, and of course, Band of Joy and Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar, you both get etchings on, which is really cool. So, Band of Joy, yeah, great follow-up, great follow-up. And here we go, we're on the last one. So here it is. Robert Plant, and let me read the spine, let me get this all in. Robert Plant and the Sensational Space Shifters, Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar. What a title. But this has a song on which I love, and I'm going to play it at the end of the video. It's called Rainbow. Just an amazing song there. It's a really big, thick, heavy vinyl, this one though. Literally, it's in a double Blake sleeve, and it's a little, you know, it's not super tight, but look at that, it goes right to the edge. It's a really big vinyl, this, but so worth getting hold of. This is an amazing record. I'd say my favourite Robert Plant album is Raising Sand, then Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar, then Band of Joy. So that just shows how good his career got at the end. And this one doesn't have picture sleeves, but it does come with a nice little insert. So that's really cool. Love that picture of Robert there, by the way. Fantastic. Okay, so we slide that back in. As I say, you do get a CD with this one as well, which I have used. I've put it on my phone. Okay. Hang on, bear with. It's going in. It's going back in. Okay, so now let's have a look at the etching on the record. Now these inner sleeves are lined, so we're saved. They're not going to get scratched up. So here's the record label on this one. Now the etching on this one is even better than the first one, in my opinion. You get Poseidon, the Greek god. Hold that up there. Just look at that. Amazing, amazing stuff. So, and you know, the album itself is just brilliant. And all of these, especially Raising Sand, are not actually that expensive. I think Band of Joy and Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar both are in that £20 to £30 range. Because, and you know, for those of you who say that's overpriced for a record, it really is. But the amount of effort that goes into making these Robert Plant ones, it is so worth it. And the music, you know, it all really is about the music. And I can just say that the music is unbelievable on these albums. So much so, I much more often put on these 3 albums over his original 80s stuff. That's how good these new albums are. So, yeah, there's my collection of Robert Plant albums. I hope you guys enjoy it. Be sure to check out at least Raising Sand. And then if you enjoyed that one so much, go check out Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar as well, because that is just as good as well, really. But that's it for this video. I'm just going to give one more quick shout out to my contest. It's been going fantastic so far. Got some amazing entries, so thank you to everyone who's taken part. Make sure you guys get involved, because I think everyone's having a lot of fun with it, which is good. So, yeah. That's it for this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video, please subscribe, and please leave a message. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys later. Bye.
I found a lucky charm. I dressed it up with love. Across the 7 seas to you. Will it be enough? And I will be a rainbow. Oh, now your storm is gone. And I will bring the song for you. And I will carry